Okay, she's ready to go, so let's take it south. I've got to take this pallet and these empty bags off, and I've got a pallet of wheat here in the shop that we're gonna put on this truck so I can finish planting some wheat today. You know, I think the next skid steer that I purchase is going to be cable and not electric over hydraulic. That skid steer it's so touchy when that hydraulic oil is cold, and when I say cable over electric over hydraulic. So this one is all run by wires, like most things are. So you move the stick and there are electrical currents that then open up a solenoid for the hydraulic fluid to move through, to go up and down or move the machine back and forth. And so when I say cables, when you move the stick on a cable operated one, it's all controlled by a cable that goes to the solenoid, or not, it wouldn't be a solenoid at that point, it would just be the valve that then opens the valve a little bit at a time as you move the cable. And I think it would be smoother than this electric over hydraulic, where when you move the stick, it sends an electrical signal to the solenoid that then opens up to let the oil through the valve. And so electric cannot be as fine. Am I explaining this properly? Anyway, this thing is very touchy. So for moving pallets like this, it becomes a challenge. At least it does for me. Maybe if I ran the darn thing every day, that would help. I just don't run it every day. I don't do a whole lot with it. But when that oil is cold, it is very touchy, very sensitive. Before I go any further this morning, I'm going to wash the mirrors on my truck. As I was headed home last night, I couldn't see crap out of those mirrors, because I mean, just they got a film, just dust and then dew falling on them, and as I said, couldn't see nothing out of them. So I'm gonna clean these suckers up. Oh no, one lonely farmer won't like this brand new towel. Oh, wow. Man, I look so much better now. Oh, beautiful. Much more better. I'll be able to see tonight, and I'll reuse this towel for checking the oil or something else. You know what? I'm not sure that I'm putting enough yet. I may still have to step it up a little bit. think I'm gonna step it up just a little bit more. Looks like I better wipe my back window off, and we're ready to plant. Look at those nice straight rows. Isn't that beautiful? I guess tomorrow morning I'll come down here and put some glyphosate on here to kill what is there. When you look out in there, it really doesn't look like there's anything. But there is some green stuff, some little stuff coming up. So I'm gonna spray it with glyphosate. Give it a nice clean start. Now, I just heard from a customer this morning at the hardware store when I was in there, maybe a chance of rain on Friday, so that's good. Nothing is showing up on my weather app yet, but some rain would be good. This stuff would jump right out of the ground. I do want to put some fertilizer on it. Don't know if that will happen this week, but I'm going to put a little bit on there to help it get started. All right, speaking of getting started, let's jump on here and plant some wheat. Okay, I still got snacks from yesterday, fresh clean battery, a cup of water. GPS is up and we have a good strong signal, so let's do it. Stay away from the fence. Okay, something's happening with my GPS. I said we had a good strong signal, but it's going wild here on me, so I've got to turn this thing off and reset it. It does that about once a month or so. Let's see if that fixed it. We're gonna do this one on a diagonal track here, and look at that crooked row there. It was following a snake down through the field, it looks like. But I think we got it settled out now. Oh yeah, we're back on track. I see some dragging up there. I must have an issue back here somewhere, maybe a bad bearing. Let's go back and look. What do we got here? We got something caught in the disc here. What the hell? All right, let me set you down here and get that thing out of there. There we go. Some kind of piece of wood or stick or something. That was easy. could have still gone a few more acres, but the truck was right here, so I'm gonna fill up while I'm here, or while the truck is here. If you're new to the channel, some of you may be wondering why I have a toilet tank ball in my drill. So you see this thing sits on top of the wheat. I have a gauge over here that tells me as this thing is getting empty. So that ball just sits on top of the wheat, and so as it goes down, the gauge drops down. And so when you fill up, there's just a little latch here to put it on. So you fill up, then when you close the top, it opens that latch up and the ball falls on top of the wheat and continues to go down. So that's very ingenious, isn't it? You know, no electronics needed there. Nothing to break except maybe a spring. I can go to my local hardware store and buy a toilet ball all day long, but this is the original one that's on here. So really, it's done a fine job. I've had this drill 25 years, I think, and no problem with the gauge on it. So talk to me in 25 years with this new equipment that has all these fancy electronics on it, and let me know if you've had to go to your local hardware store to replace the toilet ball valve, or the toilet tank fill ball, I think is the proper name for it, but you get my drift. I was just talking to a friend about the Trump video where Trump was serving French fries at McDonald's the other day, and now I got a hankering for French fries from McDonald's. It's time to eat, and unfortunately the McDonald's is 20 minutes away from me, but I'm wondering, do you think Uber Eats would deliver to me here in the field? Has anybody ever tried that? I don't use Uber Eats, but does it pinpoint a location on there when you order from them? Maybe I'll have to try to download the app and see if I can get some French fries from McDonald's. That's all I want, just a large order of French fries. Certain Uber Eats delivers this far down, because I think I've heard my daughter talk about it at the hardware store, that she has lunch delivered sometimes to the hardware store. Let me know in the comments. Will Uber Eats deliver to a tractor in the field? I don't know. Otherwise, I guess I'm stuck with yesterday's Chex Mix, the savory kind. And I did not open the cheese and cheddar cracker, so I won't starve to death. But as you can see, I don't need French fries. I don't need to eat that. I got enough here to get me through the winter, I believe. And I've got another field planted, 18 acres in that field. And I'm jumping on the other side of the sunflowers and planting that field. That's the last one. I've got 12 acres in there. Looking good. Oh yeah. There is some activity on this road today. I haven't quite figured out what they're doing. They're installing some type of cable. Last week they came in and put marks down. Can you see the orange marks here? I'm not sure if this is part of the broadband initiative to hook up the last mile. There's only 3 houses on this road behind me, so I'm not sure if they're putting in. Battery went dead. As I was saying, I'm guessing they're putting in cable for internet access, but I can't be certain on that. Okay, into this field we go. I'm going back to straight rows. I'm not going to do this field diagonal. that. Let's reset acres. There we go, and hit record, and we're ready. I just got the skinny on this project, or is it the fat? What is that term? How did that term derive? I got the skinny on this. I'm going to say I got the fat on this. So my truck was on the other side of the road in that field, and this is where they're going down. So one of the guys stopped me to say, hey, can you move the truck? It's going to be in our way. I said, sure. I said, what's going on here? He said, we're putting fiber down for Verizon. Did I just fit? So they're laying fiber cable down for Verizon. There's 3 houses at the end of this road, and they're putting new cable a mile. This road is about a mile long, maybe a little bit more than a mile, and they're putting fiber optic down for 3 houses. I can't believe that. My hardware store is on a main stretch of road. We don't have fiber. In fact, every time it rains, our landline telephone at the hardware store doesn't work, or it's got a terrible buzz in it. But these 3 houses are getting fiber? That makes no sense. And here's the other interesting thing. They have mini excavators that they are digging the trench with. So they're digging down, I didn't look at the trench that closely, probably 2 feet. That seems to be the long way to the shortcut. Why don't they just have one of those trenchers? We used to have one at the farm. You hook on the 3-point hitch of your tractor, and it goes down about 2 feet, and you just feed the cable through it. It's almost like a subsoiler. And we used to do it, we used to use it for water lines, and you just feed the water line down, and it just leaves a track about, that wide. You take a rake and you throw the dirt back over the track and you're done. But they're using excavators and digging a trench, 12 inches wide by 2 feet deep. But yet, at the hardware store, when it rains, we get a buzz in our phone or no phone at all. So this makes no sense. Probably maybe 1 person out of 10 on this project that speaks English. I really have a problem with that in our country. I've said this before. If we had a leader that could convey the message that it is okay to get your hands dirty to make a living, we would not need the non-English speaking people to do these jobs for us. There are plenty of Americans out there that can work, but no, we have to give everybody disability for a fingernail that has been hit by a hammer, and they get to go on disability for life. That's what we have taught our citizens in this country, and so we're importing other citizens or other people from other countries to come in and do this work for us. There's a guy, I doubt he speaks English. He's got a shovel and he's digging I don't know if he's digging a test hole, I'm not really sure. But Americans can do that job. Hell, I can do that job. If I wasn't doing this job, I could do that job. So that just irks me because we can't have a computer job for everyone in this country. So it goes back to our leaders saying, Not somebody like Joe Biden. Not somebody like Joe Biden saying, oh, to the coal miners, you can learn to code. No, damn it. There are people made to dig ditches. There are people made to code. And we need ditch diggers. And a good leader can convey that message. You know, we try to tell all of our kids in high school, oh, you have to go to college and get a degree. No, you do not. In fact, you can make more money getting your hands dirty if you're a tradesperson. My God, just our country is so freaking screwed up. And Trump can't fix it all in 4 years. That's the other thing. He's got a lot of weight on his shoulders to fix everything that's wrong with us in 4 years, and he just can't do it. In fact, the left will try to take him out a third time if he is elected. I am convinced if he is elected, there will be another attempt on his life, because the left just doesn't like him. But he is what this country needs right now. I watched a video yesterday from Poland. So it was an American journalist who went over to Poland and interviewed this politician in Poland who has shut down Poland's border, and now they will shoot to kill. So if you cross into Poland illegally, they have the authority to shoot to kill you. There's nothing wrong with that. It was a 30-minute video, the best 30 minutes I have spent in a good while. This man is on top of it. He knows what is needed. And Poland in general has shut down the illegal immigration in their country. They have a safe country, safe streets. It's just amazing. If I remember, I'll leave a link to that video in the description of this video. I've said this before. I tell all of my young employees at the hardware store, don't be scared to get your hands dirty. Go learn a trade, and you will be more successful than your friends who graduated from high school with you and went to Harvard or went off to Yale to get a degree. Number one, you won't have all of that student debt. Number two, you can name your own price, because those guys that went off to college will not know how to replace their light switch when it goes bad. They will not know how to put a new sink or add a new bathroom to their house when they need one. They will not know how to unclog their toilet. They will not want to plant a tree or cut the grass in their nice manicured lawn. So they will have the money to pay you whatever it takes. So get your hands dirty, name your price. Okay, looks like I've got a bearing that's gone bad on a coulter there, and it's wanting to drag up. But I think I brought a bearing with me in the truck. That thing is going to make a mess. Let me get to the end here and just verify that's what it is. Which one was it? This one, I think. Yep, that one right there. Oh my God, that thing is hot. Oh yeah, that's the one. All right, let's go change that. got my hands all greasy. They'll leave a message if they want me. For the interest of time, I'm not replacing the cone. Front bearing doesn't usually go bad, so we're just using the old one. Like that, and we're done. Oh, damn it. Looks like I have another one, but I only brought one bearing with me. Guess I'm going back to the farm, damn it, and getting another bearing. Shoot. Oh, well, my goal, my plan, whatever you want to call it, was to finish by 3. As I said, plans are always subject to change. It is 3 o'clock now, and I still have at least an hour of planting left to do before I finish here. That's if nothing else goes wrong, but very unusual that 2 bearings go out within 15 minutes of each other, but it happened today. Hey, I'm loving the memes coming in over Trump being at McDonald's. So a friend just sent me one with a picture of Trump in front of a McDonald's ice cream machine holding a Makita impact gun or drill or something with the thing, the phrase over top, "I fixed it." One that I saw yesterday was with Kamala. Was she at the counter at a McDonald's saying, "I would like to speak to the manager," and then right next to it is a picture of Trump hanging his head out the drive-through window waving. That's a good one too. That should win him the election. That visit to McDonald's should win him to the election. Of the people, for the people, by the people. That is Trump. He can relate to the common man, and the common man can relate to him, I think. Son of a, you know what? I've got another one that's jammed up. What the hell? This never happens. It's the second one from the end. There it is. Son of a booger. 3 of them within 30 minutes of each other. What the hell? Well, I did bring another bearing with me. I guess I'm going over to change it. I'll never finish this last 6 acres. Damn it. stern talking to with that number 2 coulter, and it started turning, so I've made about 5 passes since. It's still turning, so let's see if it can do about what I've got, maybe 20 more passes left. We'll see if it makes it. If not, I'll have another stern talking with it. Well, okay. Number 2 isn't going to make it. 12 more passes to go. It's not turning, so I guess I'm putting a new bearing in that one. This 3 of them in one day. I don't believe in the 25 years I've owned this thing, I don't think I've had 3 of them go bad in one day. But today is the day. Can you see that damn mess across the end of the field here where it has drug up and left some piles? Darn it. Right here where everybody can see. Okay, I've got 10 passes left. I just fixed that bearing. So let's see if we can finish this 10 passes. 4 more passes, and then I've got the ends to do. At this point, if the bearing goes bad, I'm just dropping the coulter. And I have the auto steer back in the John Deere. I'm going down here to the barn to hook onto the sprayer, so it will be ready to go tomorrow morning. I will try to get that wheat sprayed first thing in the morning, and then we'll get back into soybeans. Okay, I think I'm wrapping this one up, and I'm gonna say, see ya! See ya!